Hello my friends, good morning and welcome to Dollar Tree Tuesday DIY. Not a haul, but today we're going to use what I've hauled in the past couple of weeks and do a project. So today, if you're wanting to know what we're going to be doing a little fairy garden. And I'm really excited about this. I had hoped to have this out last week, and the first one that I did was all filmed and everything, and somehow I got lost when I was having some difficulty with YouTube. So today we're going to recreate another little small one, and then I'll show you the one that I already created. So these are the bits and pieces that I had left over. Had the little outhouse and the little windmill and the little gazebo that matches the little purple bridge. So I definitely want to use these two. I'm not sure about those yet. And then I have another one of these little tables and chairs with the butterfly. And so I have a fairy and a couple of gnomes, like his and her gnomes left. Probably going to use those. Owl and a snail and a little street light, a flower and another garden snail, the little welcome sign, little wheelbarrow. So just load, and then I have some of these succulents left. And some rocks. And I'm probably going to use the smaller rocks here. Now the rocks I used in my other project came from G's Embellishment Emporium, but they certainly could have come from the Dollar Tree too, because they do. Excuse me, it is not G's Embellishment Emporium any longer. It's createhomeofgs.com. And I'm going to be using this little bird bath. Now what I did was, and it is drying, is that I took some Elmer's clear glue, because I couldn't find my glossy accents. And then I just took a little toothpick with this Dutch aqua color, mixed it with a clear glue in the water fountain to look like water in there. And I think that is quite lovely, and it's drying nicely, so I'm just going to set it up there for the time being. So you're going to need a glue gun. And I would suggest some kind of silicone spatula. This one also came from the Dollar Tree. And some little rocks if you want to put rocks in your garden, and extra glue sticks, of course. All right, so I thought I had more of this thick floor foam, and I don't, but I have the reindeer moss. So I'm going to start by putting the reindeer moss on the very bottom and then covering it up with a prettier floral foam. Now I'm going to do this in sections because this stuff does tend to get all over the place. So I am going to glue this down because I am going to be, I'm making this one sail, and so I want it to be sturdy. So I'm just putting some glue there, and then I'm just going to stick this down in here and use my little spatula to cover the little spots up, because yeah, I burnt my hand severely making the other one. This is hot. I mean, you were all working with glue. And you're going to want this one fairly thick, because this plate, which also came from the Dollar Tree, has a pretty thick lip on it. And I don't know that I want my garden to sit, you know, below the surface of it. I want you to be able to see it. So I am putting a good bit of stuff in here. The moss. So all I'm doing is this right here. And I'm going to continue building this up, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have the reindeer moss in here. I'm still reserving this for the top. But what I'm going to do now is just take a little and go around the inside edges of the plate. I'm just going to lay some down in the middle like that so I can reach it. So all I'm doing is going on the plate with my foam and then pressing it against the side, just to cover up the side so the glass doesn't, the plastic tray doesn't show through. So I'm going to continue to do that all the way around, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm finished with this part. Now I am trying to decide if I'm going to use the floral moss on top because it's so pretty and green and I just really like it. So I'm thinking that I'm going to spread it around a little bit just to highlight some of the areas so that it's not so, you know, that, I'm not sure why they call that reindeer moss. It reminds me nothing of reindeer. But anyway, so I'm going to spread this around and go back and try to glue a little bit of it so it stays. But this bag does a whole lot. I did a big one with this whole bag too. And I didn't make it really thick though. But this tray is so deep, I wanted to make it a little bit thicker. There, I kind of like that. And I'm not really going to glue everything down, I don't think. Maybe areas that I'm putting something on top of, I will glue down. Okay. Okay guys, I had to switch glue guns because I ran out of big glue sticks. So I had to switch to my mini gun because I had plenty of these. So now after we do all this, I'm going to play around with the arrangement of my pieces. I want my gazebo and bridge on there. And I'm thinking that I want my gazebo up higher. And how you get height is that you play with the floral stuff. You know, you just pile it up, and which I did. I just took wads of glue, and I'll put some under here so that it stick. I just put some glue under here, and press down, just to build it up some height. And I was going to put them on my rocks, but it's not, the rocks aren't stable enough for them to sit, the little houses to sit on. Okay. Whoops. Oh. Hot glue, hot glue. Oh my goodness. I just got through telling y'all, be careful with the hot glue. Okay, anyway. So I want my house to sit up a little bit higher, my little gazebo. So I'm going to put it up here on this. And I'm probably going to put my little bridge like that so that it's coming down the walkway over here and up to that. Because I just like the way that the purple flowers match the purple on the gazebo. So that's why I decided to use that. And I'm just going to peel off the stickers, which I thought I had already done. And set them down. These little glue guns take forever. Okay, so I'll put that right down there. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. And add just a little glue up under there. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, I put rocks in my other one, and I actually used E6000 to adhere to my rocks because it was taking an awful lot of glue. But it didn't matter, I still ran out. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that this time or not. But I am just going to put a little bit more moss right down here in the middle. For my bridge to sit on. Ooh. And the only thing about this small glue gun is not extremely high heat, so at least it doesn't burn my fingers when I try to press on it. Okay. I like that light there. And I think I'm going to place that there. See, this is just all about personal taste, placing them. It's not that it's hard or anything. You guys probably don't even need a tutorial on this, but I just thought I would show you what I did. Okay. And I'm just putting it down there like that. Yeah, I'm not exactly happy with this glue gun, but it'll work for now until I get some more glue sticks for the big one. I have to put some glue underneath there. There we go. Okay, trying to make sure that's even. Okay, so I'm thinking that I know I want the little windmill on here. I'm just not sure about the outhouse. I may keep the outhouse separate and have another little project for that with the little gnomes, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Okay. But I know I want the windmill on here, and I know I want this on here. So, and I want my little fairy. And my little welcome sign. Now, I'm going to try to balance my little welcome sign on the edge here so that you can see it. Just going to hold that for a minute. Good. Okay. So I think I'm going to take one of these rocks. I don't think this will sit on the rock that great. But let me look for a smaller one. See, this is truly just all about little placement, about what your personal tastes are. I think that's too small. Yeah, I don't want it there. But I'm just going to build it up a little bit with some foam, coral moss. Okay. And this stuff does get everywhere, but you know, it's okay. It does clean up easier than glitter. Okay, I think that's where I want this one. And I'm going to put a little glue on the back. And I'm putting a little E6000 on it. There we go. Just hold it there for a second. Blue strings, I hate these things. Okay, so we're gonna put the little fairy right there. There. Press down around her. There we go. Now remember, if you're not transporting your fairy garden, you don't have to glue that down. But I'm going to be transporting mine. And even if the glue doesn't hold, I just want it to, you know, stay in place till, so I can move it. Then after that, it won't matter because it won't be moving around. Okay. So I'm going to set the little picnic table there. So I'm just going to continue to play around with the placement on it. You've seen kind of how I'm doing it. And I'll come back when I get everything placed and show you how it looks and do some finishing touches. Okay guys, so I got a lot of the things placed. I'm also using these little dragonflies, and they have this little clip. So to make their look like in flight, I'm just going to stick them like this. And then I'm just going to insert it in the little rock that I have in here. I might do this one in the back with the little owls. You know, it's sort of sticking down in there. Okay, so basically what I did was, and I do have some little pieces left over, but I don't want to cram them all in one thing because I don't want to make it look too crowded. I love using the succulents in these because it just gives it some color. And I'm thinking about using this one over here somewhere, or either this one. I don't like that one. So I'm thinking about putting that one in there. What do y'all think? I may not glue it in there. I may just leave it temporarily, or like this. But I do want some flowers around here, so I might go ahead and use this little flower in here. Okay. And all I did, this was a succulent. It came 3 to a vine or whatever. I just snipped it off, made it like a little shade tree for the picnic table. And I do want a flower in here, so I think I'm going to stick this one right down in here. And then I'm going to put some little white rocks that come from the Dollar Tree, obviously. And I'm just going to make like a little trail for the... Oops, this is leaking. And for the rocks, I am going to be using my E6000 because it just works so well with the ones that I did on the big one. I just put a big glob down in there like that. And it gave me plenty of drying time, plenty of placement, because I just didn't want to throw them helter-skelter all over the place and then have to pick them out. So I did that. And I'll show you what I mean on the other one. So I'm just kind of show you the little process that I took, my thoughts or whatever. And I tried to use the smallest ones. So they didn't get too big on me. And I'm going to put just a couple of tiny shreds in here like that. Stick that down there like that. Okay. Now, try and decide if I want to make a little path around here or whatever. But I'm thinking I don't. I think I'm just going to place like 1, 2 rocks. Get some good sized rocks here out of this bag. And you could probably make several. I actually have some things left over, so I'm probably going to make a succulent container. You know, I made a cactus one, and I have tons of succulents in my stash, and so I'm thinking that I'm going to just do a little succulent bowl or garden or something like that. I want the flat ones to look like little pavers. They don't have to be all together. Okay. And then I do want some little flowers laying around, so I may try to find a few flowers to put on here. I do hate the smell of E6000, but I will say it works really well. And so I'm just going to make like little pavers. I'm not actually making the whole trail. A little paver walkway. Yeah, there we go. Trying to find another flat one. Okay, since this is so small, there we go. Now let's see if I can find a couple of little flowers to put on here. Okay, so I actually have these Wild Orchid Craft flowers that I actually dropped in water one night when I was playing around doing a project, and so they look gorgeous after they opened up and dried. So I am going to use a few of those because I think they are blended in really nice. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just going to use a few of those scattered around here and there. Do a couple here. Do one right there. And then I'll get my heat tool and run over everything with the glue gun. I mean, you know, to remove all those glue strings. And then I'm just going to put one back here. Ooh, that was hot. Oops. All right, there we go. Put back one right there. And I think I'll put one back here in the back somewhere. There we go. Kind of look like little cabbage roses sticking out of the ground. And kind of think that's all we got. Little, I might put that right there. Okay. All right. So there we go. Oh, that was hot still. I guess the glue gun warmed up some. So this is my little one. I may still fiddle with it for a little bit. I don't know. But I just didn't want to put too much in it and fill it up. So let me get my big one and show that one to you. I'm really pleased with it. Move this out of the way. Here's the big one that I did. And I'm just going to move this one out of the way momentarily, sit this one down. So I'm really pleased how this turned out. I was able to use some of the bigger rocks and things. This is the large plastic tray, obviously from the Dollar Tree, and the 3 larger houses. I used the big rocks on this one to build it up, and lots of succulents in here and in the back. And if I find some more of these, I'm probably going to use some on the little rocks too. These are actually the thumbtacks that we got from the Dollar Tree. You know, they look like little flowers. They're just thumbtacks. I just stuck them in there like flowers. And so, the little dragonflies, of course, I stuck on here. And the little fairies. And this one is very secure. You see what I mean? I glued the rocks down with E6000 and they are just amazingly stuck. And I just have like a little mushroom here. But I love the way this one turned out and the little welcome sign and everything. So that's my big one. And this is the little one. So, all right, you guys. I hope you liked my little fairy gardens. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not tried them or if you've not gotten your fairy garden accessories from Dollar Tree, I would probably run go do that because they are selling out fast. So give it a try. It's not that hard. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so by just tapping that little picture up there with the Eiffel Tower on it. And don't forget to tap the bell. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon. Bye.